We are in the rice fields in Laos, and we're gonna be learning all about rice and how they grow it.
Sabadi Pinong, hi fam, welcome back to Saeng's Kitchen. Today we're taking a deep dive in how to cook the perfect Lao sticky rice khao meal. In all Lao kitchens, it is essential to learn how to cook sticky rice because it is at the core of our culinary heritage as Lao people. Earlier this past year, I was actually very lucky to be able to travel to Laos and learn how our people grow and harvest sticky rice. So the first thing we're gonna do is learn how Lao people harvest sticky rice. In Laos, every village grows their own rice and it is a lot of work. The process includes planting, harvesting, towing, plucking, thrashing, etc., etc. There is so much work that goes into a small grain of rice, and that's why I appreciate rice so much. You want to respect your rice, you want to love your rice. That's the lessons that my parents taught me. So let's go ahead and take a look at how do Lao people actually grow and harvest rice. Usually in the lowlands, the wet method of growing sticky rice is preferred, where you take a huge wet farm field area and then you go ahead and start growing rice in these wet fields. And at a point where the plant grows to about 12 inches tall, then you take that plant, pluck it out of the ground, and there should be a field where the ox have kind of started towing the area, and a person like myself will be behind the ox, kind of helping maneuver it around. And then those 12-inch plants are plucked into the ground, and then it grows. Once the plant is a mature plant, you take it out, you cut it with a sickle, and then you let it dry under the sun. After that, you're gonna go ahead and hit the dried strands of plants right on some hard surface, and then all the grains start falling out of the plant, and that's where your sticky rice is at, but you're not done yet. So you take everything that's fallen out of the plant, and then you go ahead, hit it some more, get the outside layer out, and then you throw it up into the air where the breeze catches unwanted layers. And at that point, you finally have sticky rice that you can cook and eat. And so after all that work in the fields, now it's time to go in the kitchen and figure out how to cook the perfect Lao sticky rice. The first thing you want to do with uncooked sticky rice is rinse all that starch off. So we're going to put it under room temperature water and rinse it about 3-4 times until your water runs clear, just like this. After that, you have two options. So option one is that you want to eat this sticky rice within 2-3 hours. Option two is that you are just cooking, you are letting it soak in water and gonna eat it tomorrow. So if you're doing option one, you wanna let it sit in hot water. Not boiling hot water, but just hot water for at least 1 or 2 hours. If you're gonna do the second option, then you can go ahead and let it sit at room temperature water overnight and you should be good. This is the trick. If you don't have time or forget to soak it the night before, you can soak it. Oh my gosh, I just spilled a lot of water. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a bigger bowl and go ahead and strain all the water out. A trick I like to do with sticky rice that's been sitting for only an hour or two is to have steaming hot boiling water that just came off the stove or is in a kettle, and go ahead and pour it over all your rice. And this is actually going to start the cooking process, and it's hopefully will give you a more fluffy sticky rice. So I'm just going to let it steep for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back and get it cooking. So the 5 minutes are over, and you can see it's still fairly hot, so be careful. But a lot of the sticky rice grains have started cooking, and so we're gonna continue this process. So I'm gonna go ahead and strain all the water out first. And I also wanna make a note, if I were to have this sit overnight, then I probably wouldn't steep it in hot boiling water. That's only because I only had it sitting out for 1 hour or two, so it's kinda speeds up the cooking process. But if you do the traditional way and being patient and letting it sit overnight, you do not need to steep it. Galabao wants to say hi. She also looks like a grain of sticky rice. A big grain of sticky rice. Look at sticky rice. Okay, When I cook sticky rice, I use this cheesecloth bag. I put everything right into the bag and then I put it into the steamer, and this just helps clean up really easily. No grains are sticking to the sticky rice steamer, and it just comes out perfect every time. So I'm gonna put it right into the bag. All the sticky rice is in here, and now with this nice cheesecloth bag, there's actually two strings that I'll pull on, and that kind of closes everything up and is ready to go into the steamer. Look at that, so cute. This is our traditional sticky rice steamer. I already added some water in here. I add this amount of water up to this line. You don't want too much where it touches the bottom of the steamer, because if it does, your rice is gonna get mushy, so try to watch for that. I usually say if you want the perfect Laos sticky rice, go ahead and use the traditional sticky rice maker. It's gonna give you the best quality. And we wanna put this on a rolling boil the entire time that we're cooking the sticky rice. So all the rice is gonna go right into the basket like this, and then put the lid right on top. We're gonna wait for our water to get to a rolling boil, and then I'm gonna cook it for 15 minutes and then check back in with you all. The rice just finished cooking for 15 minutes, so now I'm gonna open it up. It's very hot, so be careful. After that, all you're gonna do is take this out. And so we have the rice in the cheesecloth bag. So all I'm gonna do is flip it upside down, okay? Because the rice on top is still undercooked, but the bottom rice is pretty much getting well cooked. So there it goes. So you can also do my sticky rice flip challenge like this. Oh, it looks so good. So let me take a close up. There it is, y'all. Ooh, look at that ball, it's so perfect. All right, so we're gonna put it back on the steamer for another 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and check on it. Well, the rice just finished cooking, and I wanna talk a little bit about what I'm using to put the sticky rice on. So this is like a sticky rice mat that I bought/made. So I bought the bottom portion right here, but then I made this, and it's made actually out of a sticky rice bag. And I find this always perfect to put like steaming hot sticky rice on because it never sticks. And this is also what I grew up using, or my mom grew up using, so I thought I would replicate that and use it for my own sticky rice. So let's see how the rice is doing. It should be done, and we're gonna place it right on this mat. Here it is. Let's see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's like a steam. Oh yeah. Make sure you moisturize your face with sticky rice steam. It'll keep you young. Ooh, it's hot. We have the sticky rice. Oh man, I am obsessed with freshly made sticky rice. I think it just brings back so many childhood memories of going to the kitchen, seeing my mom make freshly made sticky rice. And then I would ask for just a little bit. She'd give me a handful, put a little bit of salt on there, and you're good to go. Oh, this is really soft and perfect. You want to aerate your sticky rice, get all that steam out, because you don't want to continue cooking the sticky rice or it might get a little too sticky. So we're gonna go ahead and like flip it around, and then I'm happy with it. I'm gonna turn it into a ball. This is one of my favorite dip khao. I got it in Laos this past year. I just think it's so beautiful and perfect looking. Look at that. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Yeah, so we're gonna put it in this one. Awesome, it was the perfect amount. So this is about 4 cups of sticky rice. I think I'm just gonna like dip it in some gel. I think maybe gel bong. Oh, so good. All right, so I gotta try the sticky rice because it looks so good, and I brought out my mom's gel bong. Ooh, can you see it? Right there. I know you all have been asking for this recipe, but we'll see if I share it soon. Just, you gotta be patient. So I'm gonna grab some sticky rice and then clump it up in your hands. And this is gonna be your spoon or your knife or your chopstick or your vehicle that drives all the flavors, the whatever you're gonna dip it into. Look at this. It's just so perfect. Sticky rice is just so perfect. Freshly made, dip it in your favorite gel bong, gel maklen, whatever gel you like. Kalapao, I'm trying to eat and enjoy my food. Why are you barking? Oh my God. This makes me shake. So good. I hope you all enjoyed learning how to make Lao sticky rice khao meal. This will be good for the whole day, and if you have any leftover, you can go ahead and cook it with the new rice the next day. For the third steam, it probably will get iffy because it might be too sticky at that point, but I don't think you'll have any extra by that time. So let me know in the comments below how else you like to cook your sticky rice, or if there's another variation that you like doing, and I'll see you all next time on Saeng's Kitchen. Bye!